Hello. We're doing okay this week and hope you are. If you're watching this from places around the country, it's been actually a little cold here in Sandestin today. And I know you don't feel sorry for us if you're in Canada or Minnesota or other vastly cold places, but it has felt a little wintry today. We'll meet Sunday and we'll look forward to being there in person. We really are very blessed at this point that we've been able to safely feel like we can gather together. Thanks to all of you for the precautions you take. We're all kind of tired of wearing masks. We're all kind of tired of the distance. But I appreciate you thinking about others as you come together and worship. If you're not able to come, or frankly just don't feel safe coming, I'm glad that we have this capacity to reach you, and you can certainly click on the video after it's sent to you on Sunday afternoon. I appreciate so much Ann and Jay, their diligence in making sure that we have that kind of leadership. Sunday, I'm going to talk to you about singing. I am not going to sing because that would really spoil the effect of the whole sermon, but the text is going to be Psalm 150, and I've sort of been thinking with you about some basic things that we do in church or as Christian people as the body of Christ. We talked a little bit a couple of weeks ago about we read the Bible and how basic that is to us to be a people of that book. We talked about encouraging one another, that's not just lip service or something that feels good to do every now and then. It is a calling for the body of Christ to be that kind of encouragement. This Sunday, I'm going to talk to you about singing. And I know that'll bless David's heart as he blesses ours every week and as our praise team does. But it's more about the idea that singing is a spiritual offering to God, but it also has this mystical quality that you or I can't explain, but that music sometimes says things to our souls that nothing else can. And so in worship, for centuries, the church has decided that God is pleased with music being offered in our worship. The scriptures teach us that God must love music. I do, so that makes me feel good. It's not about my ability to sing. I can't play an instrument. I was too lazy to learn, but I love it. I love various things, and sometimes certain pieces of music hit me in a place either joyfully or emotionally that nothing else can. When I was a kid in church, I didn't like to go to church choir. It wasn't very cool to go on Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock, and we had to drive about 20 minutes to our church, so I had to leave Sunday afternoon football games and jump in the bath because I was usually nasty, but I was going to go to church choir. My mom had certain standards, and like it or not, that was one of them. So I'm sure I was kind of passive aggressive sometimes as I sat on the back row as a youth in the youth choir. And usually you started that around 12. And our music minister was a very diverse and gifted man. He could lead, sing, help us with all types of music. And I only now appreciate how gifted he was and how committed he was and determined he was to help us to understand that music is something that is a gift from ourselves to God in worship. And he took it seriously. If in worship service, if the congregation was dragging a bit, maybe some of them didn't like that particular piece of music, or maybe they were just kind of staring up there at him, he would, in the middle of the song, would look at us with a pretty firm look and say, "Sing, church." And sometimes I felt like he was looking at me, and I know others felt like he was looking at them. And it would remind us that, this isn't something we're not doing God a favor by sitting in a pew that day. The music is a part of our offering to Him. As a pastor for years, we sang hymns in most of the churches I was in. I love all sorts of music. It's not a debate of that, but we just simply, our style was to sing. And I would say regularly, because of my teaching and background about singing, you don't have to sing well, at least read the words while we sing this hymn. Some people are self-conscious about their singing, but the words are a poem to God and for us as well. So I hope you'll come Sunday. Let's talk about that. Let's worship. We'll enjoy music together. We'll enjoy a time of prayer together. We'll enjoy all the elements of worship that matter, including coming to the Lord's table. But we will think creatively about singing. I hope you have a good week.